on the ning nang nong. On the ning nang nong, where the cows go bong, and the monkeys all say boo. There's a nong nang ning, where the trees go ping, and the teapot jibber jabber too. On the nong ning nang, all the mice go clang, and you just can't catch 'em when they do. So it's ning nang nong, the cows go bong, nong nang ning, the trees go ping, nong ning nang, the mice go clang. What a noisy place to belong is a ning nang nong.
My favourite book stuck. It all began when Floyd got his kite stuck in a tree. He tried pulling and swinging it, but it wouldn't come unstuck. The trouble really began when he threw his favourite shoe to knock the kite loose, and that got stuck too. He threw up his other shoe too, to knock down his favourite shoe, and unbelievably that got stuck as well. In order to knock down his other shoe, Floyd fetched Mitch, his cat. Cats get stuck in trees all the time, but this was getting ridiculous. Floyd fetched a ladder. He was going to sort this out once and for all. Will he? What's going to get stuck next? And up he threw his ladder. I'm sure you can guess what happened. And I wonder what else gets stuck in the tree in the rest of the story.
Hi everyone, I'm going to share with you one of my favourite books. It was very hard to choose a favourite book because I have got lots of them, but I'm going to share with you one of my favourites. It's called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, and it's by Kate DiCamillo. And I'm just going to read with you the very first page of the first chapter. Chapter 1. Once in a house on Egypt Street, there lived a rabbit who was almost made entirely of china. He had china arms and china legs, china paws and a china head, a china torso and a china nose. His arms and legs were jointed and joined by wire so that his china elbows and china knees could be bent, giving him much freedom of movement.
I'm going shopping in the village, George's mother said to George on Saturday morning, so be a good boy and don't get up to any mischief. This was a silly thing to say to a small boy at any time. It immediately made him wonder what sort of mischief he might get up to. And don't forget to give Grandma her medicine at 11 o'clock, the mother said. Then out she went, closing the back door behind her. Grandma, who was dozing in the chair by the window, opened one wicked little eye and said, "Now you heard what your mother said, George. Don't forget my medicine." "No, Grandma," said George. "And just try to behave yourself for once in a while she's away." "Yes, Grandma," George said. George was bored to tears. He didn't have a brother and he didn't have a sister.
Hi everyone, I wonder if you can guess who I am. Today I'm going to be reading part of my favourite book, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I know I'm not an ordinary 10-year-old. I mean, sure, I do ordinary things. I eat ice cream. I ride my bike. I play ball. I have an Xbox. Stuff like that makes me ordinary, I guess. And I feel ordinary, inside. But I know ordinary kids don't make other ordinary kids run away screaming in the playgrounds. I know ordinary kids don't get stared at wherever they go. Have a wonderful World Book Day, everybody. Bye.
I can count upon all of you, including the remaining students from Beaubaton and Durmstrang, to give your champions every ounce of support you can muster. By cheering your champions on, you will contribute in a very real... But Dumbledore suddenly stopped speaking, and it was apparent to everybody what had distracted him. The fire in the goblet had just turned red again. Sparks were flying out of it. A long flame shot suddenly into the air, and borne upon it was another piece of parchment. Automatically, it seemed, Dumbledore reached out a long hand and seized the parchment. He held it out and stared at the name written upon it. There was a long pause, during which Dumbledore stared at the slip in his hands, and everyone in the room stared at Dumbledore. And then Dumbledore cleared his throat and read out, "Harry Potter!"
Who are you? Hey, who are you? Hey, who are you? There. Hey, 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 hey. Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who's that behind the mask? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who are ya? Who's that behind the mask? Looking at me in the mirror, that's a kind of new face that I see. Even if I get closer, I'm not looking anything quite like me. I used to be somebody, now I be a little different. If I played the game